Within any artist's discography, there's bound to be some change over time, but that's pretty normal. Artists tend to play and experiment with their sound until they find what works for them. Mac Miller's growth over the years of him making music and his versatility is really something to behold. In this video, I will be going over the changes and growth seen in Mac Miller's music throughout his career. When breaking down Mac's discography, I like to separate it into three different categories: Party Mac, Rap Mac, and Soft Mac. Party Mac includes projects like Kids and Blue Slide Park. Rap Mac includes Macadelic, Watching Movies with the Sound Off, and Good AM. Finally, the Soft Mac era includes The Divine Feminine, Swimming, and Circles. The first era of Mac Miller's discography is called Party Mac because that was the main subject of his music at the time. His frat rap style appealed to high school and college students and was extremely popular at the time. His style was fun and upbeat, albeit shallow and immature. He found a niche that worked for him, and he filled it. Unfortunately, this type of music wasn't very hard to make, and was looked down upon by critics, so it was hard for people to take him seriously. This party rap style is what people expected from him at the time, and it was hard for him to break out of that mold. The Rap Mac era of his music is where you see Mac start to refine his style and pull away from the party rap style. With his 2012 album, Macadelic, Mac said that he wanted to make music that he wanted to make, not what was expected of him. His lyrics got more intricate and his subject matter was deeper and held much more significance. He included topics like depression, his struggles with substance abuse, and relationship problems. During this era, he also landed some pretty notable features with artists like Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, Earl Sweatshirt, Joey Badass, Miguel, and Schoolboy Q, just to name a few. His style was more refined as well. He started to experiment with psychedelic sounding music and produced many of his own beats under the alias Larry Fisherman. This era of Mac Miller's music gave us a window into the Mac Miller the person instead of Mac Miller the rapper. Good AM is personally my favorite album from this era. His sound is much more mature and critics finally give him the respect he deserves. The Soft Mac era is where he really comes into his own. I think this era produced the best music of his entire career. The first album of this era is The Divine Feminine. I loved this album, as it explored the beauty and power of femininity without the degrading and disrespectful tone that usually accompanies the conversation of women in rap. This album includes elements of jazz and R&B, and Mac started to sing more alongside his rapping. His new style was mature, contemplative, and introspective. This shows in his 2018 album, Swimming, which is one of the greatest albums of all time, in my opinion. Swimming really shows how much Mac's style has evolved and refined. This album is jazzy, soulful, and addresses topics like the psychological toll his substance abuse and lifestyle of fame has taken on him. He also addresses his depression, his efforts to cope with a breakup, and the regret he feels for living the life the way he did when he was younger. Swimming was even nominated for a Grammy in 2018. Finally, in 2020, the posthumous album Circles was released. Circles was actually a sister album to Swimming, so much of the album was recorded before he died. The two albums were meant to be experienced in tandem, and the titles would reveal how Mac was feeling at that point in his life. He felt like he was swimming in circles. The intricacy of his music is really something special, and shows that Mac Miller is truly a generational talent.